Hello everyone, it's me, and playing more of this until I can't stand it anymore, and then I'm just gonna edit like a montage of the rest of the game. But for now, we're just gonna have fun. Location, NYC International Airport. Time, 0800 hours. The 0 and the... Oh, what is going on with these letters? I'm confused. Mission, find a way to infiltrate the NYC airport facility and discover the location of Dave's secret lab. Now that's what I call flying under the radar. Kowalski, perimeter check. It appears we're undetected. Excellent work, men. Now to infiltrate the airport via the sorting facility. Any ideas, Kowalski? How about the luggage carrier, Chief? Those conveyors should do the trick. Pure genius, Kowalski. Those conveyors crisscross the entire airport. Rico's right. We need to keep keep our eyes peeled for security cameras. They're everywhere. Don't worry, man. The cameras look like they're activated by thermal imaging. Penguins are cold-blooded animals, so we can't be seen. Are you sure about that? You worry too much, Private. Let's talk it avoid sneaking, boys. Even the penguins know that the cameras don't work. Even the penguins have a general idea of what's going on. Even the penguins know what I'm dealing with here. I'm gonna play this level a little bit differently. We're gonna try to beat the time challenge the first time around. And we're doing that by just running everywhere. By just skipping anything that could be a potential waste of time. By not collecting a thing and just going. We are going to just see the end of this as quickly as penguinly possible. And I just indeed use that phrase. And with that, we are just going to keep going in this direction. This will inevitably... Thanks, game. This will inevitably make the fountain go up again, is my guess. I mean, why else would there be a computer thing next to the fountain if it wouldn't make you run back? That sounds good. It made the electricity behind us disappear. Is there, by any chance, a possibility that the fountain now is capable of shooting us upwards? Is the answer a definite no? Indeed it is. That's weird. Oh, I guess we can move the box now. We can now move the box. Are we gonna have to push this box everywhere throughout the entire level? At least we get to see some different visuals. At some point during, like, not recording, I was like, I'm gonna like talk about the music of this game at some point because it's pretty spot on, and it's really virtually the only point they got spot on. The thing is, I'm uncertain if it's been playing the same music the entire game. Also, this is good. This is good. All right. Like, everything sort of sounds identical to me in this game, and I'm honestly not certain if we've been listening to the exact same music the entire game long. And simultaneously, it wouldn't surprise me too much if that is actually the case. But the music that is there, it's pretty good when it comes to like being in the background, because you can listen to it forever and still feel like, yep, this is still new and different somehow. And still sort of fits with the motif of penguins. So good job, music guy. You did some good. It's a shame that the good you did was not for a full project. And rather just for a big mess. Alright, where is this pipe gonna go? Where is this pipe gonna take us? Is this pipe gonna take us to great things? I feel like it probably won't. I feel like it's going to take us to a place where we really have no reason to be. Also, I'm gonna edit out every sequence where I play as Rico and put the thing on the thing, because it's the same every time. Alright? This time, I guess it was not quite the same on account that it put the thing on the other side, and what is even the point of this? What is the point? I mean, I guess when we go up here, it's gonna like basically let us pull down the plunger, and then we have to go up via the pipe again, I guess, because the lasers are still there. Is my way of thinking about this particular happenstance? Is Rico really the only one that could push down a plunger? Is that what you're telling me, game? Is Rico the only one competent enough to push down a plunger? Because I feel like there are other penguins that have that capability. There goes the penguin. Still no need to step inside the thing, because the game's like, I don't care. I don't need you. I don't need you to do that. Why would you want to do that? Yes, you're silly. This camera is incredible. This camera is literally just pointing right at me right now, and it's just not seeing me. Presumably because I'm pushing something, and the game's like, yeah, that doesn't count. That would be mean to have that count as being spotted. I wonder if you could actually just push through this and be like, yep, no detection here. No one saw a thing. No one anywhere saw any of that happenings. That's just a good... Alright, we're going back, I guess, into the fountain which we activated oh so very previously. Hope we can use this... Oh my. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. I can't switch characters while I'm underwater. Isn't that great? Isn't that good? Isn't that nice? I can't... Oh my god. Please, will you just work for once? Thank you, game. Thank you so much. Also, these puzzles are all the same as well, so I'm just gonna edit those out as well, because god. Like, if they were at least puzzles that had one solution every time, there would sort of be a reason to show it up, but since it's just a randomly generated puzzle every single time, it's like, it's just the same thing every time. You just spin things around for a bit, and then you win. It's, I think, actually impossible to lose. And even if you lose, I'm guessing you can just start again. So, like, there's no change. There's no difference. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters in this game. Everything's a lie. Everything's put here to make me, specifically, annoyed. And it's not very nice. Did you see those stealth moves, by the way? Like, that guy just got so outsmarted. Everyone was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's okay, so I guess... Oh, that was weird looking. But I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to do what the game wants me to do. I'm guessing it just wants me to go to the right. Every now and then there's a camera, but let's be honest, the cameras... Yeah, they're still just nothing. Access granted because I'm so smart. Access granted because I'm not a fool. I mean, found another check, but look at how fast we're blazing through this place. The previous levels were just... Maybe this is how you're supposed to play the game. You are not actually... Like, the game doesn't actually intend you... Like, it doesn't intend for you to actually try and get everything. It tries to just make you run as quickly as possible to the right. And only then will you have maximum enjoyment out of the entire situation. Which is what I'm having right now. I'm having maximum enjoyment. This is bad. Yeah, okay. So the yellow octopus, apparently pretty fast and never gives up, ever. So that's cool. But it's fine, because, like, it's not like we lost progress. All we did was run to the right for a bit. And I feel like I can probably even show that off one more time. I like how these escalators, whatever they're called, they move basically the same way as the roulette wheels did. In that when you jump, you just lose all control. You're just jumping in that direction whether you want to or not. It's very odd, but I'm not going to question it once again. So there's some electricity here, but it doesn't look like this is necessary to do anything. Well, it might be necessary if I cannot step on these switches. Indeedly do. There might be more to this than meets the eye. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain, though. Hang on. If I only have this one active, then there's like a one in the middle, isn't? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. How am I going to solve this horrible puzzle? What am I going to do? I don't know. I was really hoping I could just jump over it. That would have made me so happy. You have no idea. Maybe I can just, like, slide through it. Maybe the game just doesn't always see it, you know? Maybe I can outsmart the game by thinking, oh, that Rico's so fast, he can keep going. But it doesn't look like it's to be. There was one where it was, like, all the way to the right, and maybe that will get some interesting results. At this point, it's not so much about playing the game. It's about how to figure out how to play the game the least and still win. Which is a more interesting challenge to me than trying to get everything, which I won't. I won't get anything in this game. I won't get anything in this game. But it does look like I'm actually gonna have to push some buttons around here, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? And of course, that one makes us run all the way back again to do another one of these. Oh joy! Fortunately, I'm still a mastermind of brains, and I can do any puzzle the game wants me to do with my massive penguin-sized brain. And with that I mean that my brain is actually in the shape and size of a natural-born penguin, rather than a brain that a penguin would use, which would obviously not be the most effective at solving many things, due to the fact that a penguin's brain is, ordinarily speaking, not huge. And brain size doesn't actually really equate to intelligence either, but, you know. When... yeah. You know what? Yeah. This is what we're doing now. This is what my life has become. I don't know what the Switch does. It solves the puzzles, what it does, and this is exactly what the game designers had in mind. They wanted me. I'm just gonna do that one more time, just to make sure that this is indeed what the game designers had in mind when they made this interesting, delicate puzzle over here. Was the solution indeed to just jump up to the wall over here? Yes. Yes, it is. Because it worked more than once. And when that's the case, you know that's what they wanted. You know that's what they had in mind. We solved the game designers. We solved it. We solved it. We can move on now. Obviously. I mean, how else are you supposed to do that puzzle? There was no other solution than to find the secret walkway that they put there for fun. Fun is the reason why they put... Alright, we moved the laser slightly. And we can use it again. So I guess if we want to move it back again, we can. Do we really want to? Probably not. Hello. Hello, camera. You're very solid today. And I don't know if there's anything up here aside from that squid. Doesn't look like it. But who knows? There might be more secrets. There might be some more things. With this game, you never know what's gonna happen. More than likely, though, I'm gonna have to push that box all the way to that thing. To that switch. Makes me sad. Because inevitably the door's gonna close when I get off the switch and... Elongating your game. This is how you do it. By just putting a lot of nothing everywhere. But at least the game lets me do things my way, at least somewhat. At least this time around, I don't need to follow the rules anymore. I don't need to think. I just need to do things the way I would do it, which is just jump up to things and hope other things happen than the things that are supposed to happen. Cameras don't work when you push a box. I guess the game expects you to be one of the people that works at this box factory over here the moment you start pushing something. Of course, of course. And we're just gonna go with it. This is the life we lead. The life of a penguin that has given up stealth. That has become stealth, actually. Let's put it that way. We have become so stealthy that even the game cannot see us anymore. Or something. I don't know what that means, but it seems right now. And I'm gonna go with it. I do feel like we're making a lot more progress through a level this way than we would ordinarily, though, so that's good. I think this may actually be what they had in mind. Just all those penguins stuck in vending machines. I don't think they wanted us to save them. I think they just wanted to have those as decoration. While we look at every clock showing the time, which is 12:15 at every single moment in time. What is the point of these lasers? Oh, there's another box we get to push. This game truly never gives up when it comes to presents, right? Truly never. You know, one thing I did with the other one was immediately get off the button. I wonder if that just always works. Because that would be great. Of course, it helps if I wait for the skill to actually recharge. This game is just infinitely powerful when it comes to game design. Whenever you want a lesson in how to make a game, you can look at this game and think about everything they've done wrong. And then just not do any of these things. And you'll have an incredible game. It's gonna sell millions, maybe even billions. Probably billions, actually, yeah. When making a stealth system, actually make one. That would be a good start when it comes to designing a stealth system. When making puzzles, don't just make the same one a million times. Have some common sense every now and then about how players are gonna play it. Have a game tester. Have one person just play your game every now and then and go, hey, I found this thing that obviously doesn't work. That'll be good. Granted, this game probably didn't have the budget for a game tester or anyone. It probably didn't have the budget for anyone involved, honestly. It probably didn't even have a budget. It probably just came into existence one day and no one really questioned it. And they were like, hey, let's sell this. And someone was like, but boss, that might be a really bad idea. This game was made in Australia, I believe. So we're going to go with horrible accents as well. Boss, this might be a really bad idea. What if the game's really bad and then our reputation will be ruined? And then the other one was like, yeah, but we also released that Barbie game, so probably no one will really notice. I don't know what's going on with their voices, but... And then the other one was like, alright, yeah, that's a fair point. We've already lost all control over our lives. I guess we might as well release this as it is then. And that's what they did. And everyone questioned their way of speaking and their way of thinking. And in the end of the day, they're a perfect example of what not to do in any situation. Just every situation you could think of right now. Think of what they would do. They'd probably somehow destroy everything. And you'd question, but you can't destroy a situation like this. But they will find a way. They will find some mysterious circumstance which you could have never expected in your giant penguin-shaped brain, such as mine. And they'll find it, they'll implement it, they will sell it. And that's the moral of the story. If you want to become rich, just sell everything you've ever seen in your life. I feel like this is possible again, but I guess not. I guess we're just gonna do this. Really, the only reason I'm editing these things out is because I can have like a drink every time I have to do one of those puzzles. But, you know, that's just one of the many secrets when it comes to recording the video games. All the secret things that go on behind the scenes that no one has any idea about, but actually happen all the time. Like, drinking, and such things, cameras working, editing. Like, you may think, wow, this Garrett guy is incredibly good at this video game. And that is correct, but that's just because I'm doing so much video editing that you cannot even see. Like, even when I switched characters just then, I actually removed 45 minutes of footage of me failing everything. And, yeah, I could show that off. It just wouldn't be very exciting, you see. Please just put me on the other side of the fence. That would be peach. Ah, God, you actually make me want to play the... They actually make me play the game. And I've already said that I'm going to do everything possible to play as little of the game as possible. And I may have gotten stuck forever. Have you really done this to me, game? I feel like... I feel like the game just did a thing. What is Kowalski's voice there? Listen to that. Ooh, ah, Those are not voices I would expect from Kowalski. What is the point of pressing this button again? Alright, we're gonna get spotted. Maybe that's why this squid is here. Squid! Really? You can't see us here? Is that how we're gonna play? Is this how we're gonna do things these days now, is it? We're just gonna make a very easy, accessible area where you're infinitely stuck now, are we? Is that really how we're gonna deal with this game? Is that really what we're doing today? Is this punishment for people that actually try to have fun? Oh, wait. I stood on something there. I think there's an invisible platform I can stand on here. Yeah, there is. So I should be able to do this if I stand on the invisible platform next to the switch. Alright. We've found a solution to this puzzle. This has to be possible, right? I mean, come on. I don't want to replay this again. I don't want to do this again. I cannot fully explain how much I don't wish to do this again. I'm just going to try this one more time. If it fails again, then I'll have to bite the bullet, I think. I don't think there's any way out of here. Of course there isn't. Why would there be? Why would there ever be a way out of this stupid game when you could just make it go on forever instead? So good. Just so good. Just an infinite supply of what? Every single moment. Every single moment that I play this game, they find some new way. They find some new way. They succeed at every single... Can I... Oh, I can actually reach this page. I've already been playing for 21 minutes. I don't really believe that, but sure. Oh, I can actually switch penguins with the L and R button. I had no idea. Well, look at that. I'm finding out new things while I'm trying to press every button to just go back to the previous checkpoints somehow. It's not working. I'm going to play around here for a while. If I cannot find a way out, I'm just going to... Yeah, I'll be back there. Hey, look where I am. I just did everything. Again. Because I really couldn't figure out a way how to get out of where I was. I tried a lot, actually. Like, I tried a reasonably large amount of ways to get out of there, and I did do some weird things every now and then, but nothing weird enough to be interesting enough for a video or get me anywhere. So, you know, it was unfortunate. It was really unfortunate. I tried so hard, but we're just gonna have to live with that particular failure. Let's try not to accidentally go out of bounds again with a box, because that didn't really work out the last time I tried it. And instead, how about we just try to beat this game? How about we try to stick with the plan? Stick with the idea of getting to the end as swiftly as penguinly possible, which is something I'm going to keep saying for the rest of this game, because it's the only thing that puts a small smile on my face at this point. It is the only thing that brings me a small amount of happiness. I don't know why I'm even bothering with these pipes. I could just jump. They wouldn't be able to see me. It's the perfect crime. The perfect crimble. No one would be able to know what's going on. Okay. And I got electrocuted by the air. As you often do. I feel like I can probably... Whoop. Yep. Indeedly do. I feel like that probably skipped something. And if it didn't, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. Not gonna lie. Kinda hoping that's gonna skip like an entire subset of puzzles right there. Because I'm too lazy. Although this now it sort of looks like intended, because now they're actually using it in more places. But it's good that they're finally using their weird, almost broken game mechanics in a way that it actually sort of makes sense and like works for a puzzle. So, and we're in a cheesy diblet factory as well, which I only just noticed. I guess we're not in an airport anymore or something. I don't really know what's going on. Again, I still haven't seen a movie, and I probably I'm gonna make it be a while between this game and actually watching the movie, because I feel like this game is going to have tainted my view on the movie somewhat. Not really sure why. I just feel like, for some reason, after having played this, I don't even want to see the movie for a while. Which is unfair, because the movie most likely has like production quality, actors. I also actually looked up who voices Dave, and I can't actually remember his name, but he has not quite the voice I gave him, I'm gonna say, but I think I came pretty close. I probably have to do this puzzle. I don't want to. At least now finally they're putting a camera angle in such a place that I can see the side of the monitor, so that's kind of nice, I suppose, but I don't want to do puzzles anymore. I just don't want to do puzzles anymore. That's basically how I'm doing things now. That's the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. How am I supposed to jump on any of these things? Oh, it's Skipper's hoppity hop. Alright. So, we're finally using game mechanics again. So, there we go. Very good. It took a while. That time it didn't work inexplicably. So yeah, cool. But eventually we'll get there. I mean, that's a really horrible camera angle in such a way that it's just almost impressive how bad it is. But then again, this game has impressively bad to, like, it does it perfectly in many ways. So I honestly shouldn't even be surprised anymore at this point. I don't know what that box in the middle is for. I probably will never find out. Unless I don't know what it would be used for. Unless you use it to get up there, but we can just use the monitor because it's, well, made of solid. It's made of solid after all. Well, location, NYC International Airport, deep within the sorting facility. Time, several hours later. It probably actually is. Are we there yet? This seems to be taking forever, sir. How much further, Kowalski? Well, we've infiltrated underground security and passed through a baggage area, so we should be nearing the sorting room anytime. Now. There it is, boys. That was a good place to, like, finish your sentence, game. Thanks for that. Zoom. Oh, man, I actually have to do a puzzle here? Whoa, this changes everything, maybe. Let's see if we can break this otherwise. I mean, any puzzle where I have to use a switch in some way, more often than not, I'm just going to be able to just use Rico's ability, which is pretty great in many ways, but okay, so this might actually work. Because I think that camera's just going to keep going left. This is intended use of game mechanics. There we go, we did it. Location, NYC International Airport Shipping Area, sorting room. Keep it slick and stealthy, and keep your eyes peeled for shipping labels addressed to What's-His-Name's secret lab. I think I found something. Was What's-His-Name's name Dave, maybe? Bingo, Kowalski! That's the one we're looking for. Now that we have the intel, we don't want to outstay our welcome. It's time to leave. Alright, so hopefully we don't have to go back to that particular place. I wonder if this is another switch where I can just zoom it. Whoop. Nope, this one actually has to be held down as well. That one, however, does not, most likely. Let's see if this works. No, that just actually turns it back on again. Alright, so this is the first switch of many that actually works. However, they are using this to stop me from going here, and this time it's even slower than the last one, so yeah, that's obviously not just where I'm just not supposed to go there to progress the game. Let's be honest. That's not what we're supposed to do. I guess we're supposed to go up there somehow. How are we going to do that? We need boxes, I suppose, maybe, because the boxes are all there. What am I actually supposed to do here? I'm not really 100% sure. I mean, I can... Oh, I see. I'm supposed to move the boxes to the places. My brain is finally getting used to having to do puzzles again, you see, and it takes a while to get used to a feeling like that. It's a strange sort of sensation that I'm not particularly used to in this game. I also feel like I'm not supposed to do this like this, but I am, and no one's gonna stop me. So take that. I mean, that other box is presumably there for a reason, but we're not gonna use it for anything, probably, because we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. That's the plan. Oh no, maybe we do actually need the other box. Maybe there might be a chance. The other box is gonna get some usage. But first, we're gonna try it the old-fashioned way. There's apparently some electricity there. I didn't see it, but it's... Oh yeah, it is there, actually. Alright, let's see if this works. Whoop, whoop. Aw, man. Well, there goes all my plans. I guess we're actually gonna have to push this box. Which is really the only way we're gonna be able to get up there. So I hope you enjoy pushing boxes, children, because that's what we're gonna be doing for a while. There's just simply no way to get out of this one without having some good box pushing fun times. Oh, golly gee. Whoever designed this puzzle was a puzzle mastermind. At least it's the first puzzle that actually has working switches, so at least I should give them some credit for that one. Whoever made that one, good job. You learned, sort of. But I'm still mad at you. And I'm going to be mad for the entire playthrough, and probably the rest of my life. And every time I think back to this game, I'm just gonna cry a little bit. Cry to myself, most likely, because no one else is ever going to remember this game. That's just really unfortunate, isn't it? Because now we have to push the boxes again. Enjoyment. Enjoyment is what I have every moment of my life. You are not gonna do that to me again. You're gonna get slapped in the face by a penguin. A penguin with patience. Penguin with needs and desires to win, and slapping you in the face is step one to victory. How am I gonna get on the thing? I'm just gonna press the inevitable other switch. Whoopity boom bomb! We did the thing with the switchy switchies. And again, gonna get slapped in the face. The face of justice is slapping you right now. Oh, alright, I can stand up here. Is this gonna lead to exciting fun times, or is it gonna lead to melodramatic disaster? I feel like the elevator probably is over here somewhere. I just can't see it because camera angles are hard. It makes me sad, because I'm just gonna have to do a blind jump. And the blind jump wasn't good enough. So now I have to figure out some other doohickey-dee-boo. Oh, wait, I can actually just jump on the thing from here. Never mind. Oh, I don't even need this one because I can just stand on the thing. And then I still managed to fall off, even though it quite clearly did not move. I'm bad at video games. I can really just... Yeah, I can just stand there. That's neat. That's nice of the game. I mean, I could use that yellow platform, but out of principle, I'm going to do anything slightly differently from what the game designers actually had in mind. Whenever I can, I'm just going to make an ever so small adjustment to the game rules just to make them cringe slightly and be like, oh yeah, I guess he could have done that too. You evil Australian bastards. I will keep playing your stupid little game until the end of time, from the look of things. Who knows how long this game is? There's the red cheesy dibble. And inexplicably, I kinda want it. What makes me want it? I don't really have a reason to want it. I just feel like for some reason, I am just drawn to this particular cheesy dibble. And for some reason, we're gonna get it, regardless of how bad we are at actually seeing what's going on here, because I'm not really paying much attention. It doesn't look like there's going to be an extremely easy way of actually getting this, so that sort of makes it a little bit more interesting. It's kind of like Swift and things, so you know. Yeah. So, this is like the first puzzle. Alright, now I'm just walking into lasers, but this is gonna be like the first puzzle where I'm like, alright, yeah, let's use some game mechanics that could... I'm actually already bored of this. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't even want to do this anymore. There's very little available time to actually... Yeah, alright, I think I got it down to an idea now. Never mind, I don't even care. We're not gonna spend as much time on something that doesn't matter, because the thing is, if we actually wanted everything, we have to do everything in one go, and we're obviously not doing everything right now. I think it's fairly safe to say that we are currently not in the process of getting everything in the level, and I don't even care anymore. As I've said in the previous video, I have lost all will to do anything. Thank you, Australia. Where am I supposed to go, though? It's not all of Australia's fault, though. I'm not blaming all of Australia for this game. I'm just saying It's made in Australia. And I'm just looking for someone to blame for my own mistakes, basically. When clearly the mistake was made the moment I was like, hey, a game made by the people who made that really short Barbie game. Surely that's gonna be fantastic. What is even the point of having those lasers there? Everything will be done slightly differently. Every moment, every chance, every time. Everything will be slightly altered to my own wishes. And it's going to be great. Ugh. What does the switch do? It makes the lasers. There's a window here. I didn't even see the window there, but sure. Why would I want to turn off those lasers? Brock's-related reasons, I guess. And it's gonna be exciting to figure out what I'm gonna do with that box, I suppose. Alright. That's cool. Oh, don't worry though, I ran slightly faster this time. It's weird how sometimes they're like, boom, insta-spotted, well done. And other times they just give up immediately. And the golden ones in particular are especially good at seeing me compared to basically everyone else. And even though I said I was going to leave these puzzles out, I'm just going to keep them back in again because I'm probably going to be too lazy to edit all of this, so let's be honest. And it's weird. Like, sometimes the stealth system is like, I don't want to work. And with sometimes, I mean basically 99% of the time. But that 1% it does work. It's really tedious. It's really quite annoying when it does decide that it is, like, functioning at all. Because it makes the game quite a bit longer. Not harder, longer. Because you have to redo things. And if you do it the same way again, most likely it's not going to work twice. So, you know, there's that to consider as well. And most likely, I'm not even going to need to turn this laser back off again. So that's kind of nice as well. Because inevitably, I can just do this. Yep. Yuppity-yup. Yuppity-yuppity-yup. The camera never saw me because I was moving boxes or jumping or... And again, whoever decided putting a cooldown on a jump was a good idea, get fired, because it's such a terrible idea. Oh my god. It is just the most tedious of things. But then again, this game was not made. I'm not entirely convinced this game was made by people. I'm not entirely convinced that this game was made by humans with a soul and like hearts and blood pouring. This game was made by a robot who'd been programmed to like know sort of what a game is and what its purpose was, but didn't quite grasp how to actually make it for a human to enjoy. It just has a very binary sense of accomplishment in that you push the thing to the thing. Well done. Now do that another 20 times. Yeah. Wow, you're so smart. You've managed to figure it out again. Go you. Have some cheesy dimples for your great accomplishments for humanity. Go you. What is the... And, like, during that's why there was no playtester. That's why we haven't looked at the credits yet. Because I'm fully expecting the credits just to say Billy the Robot made the entire game, modeled everything. The modeling in this game is alright. It's not, like, the best, but it's not the worst either. It's just sort of there. I just suddenly stopped flying to the right, and I really have no explanation why. But, yeah, Billy the Robot decided to make a game. Normally, I would just edit out, like, redoing this, but apparently I'm on a tangent here. Billy the Robot made a video game. They call it Penguins of Madagascar for Wii U, 3DS, and Wii, I think. I think those were the consoles. I, at some point, said that it was only for Wii U, but that was wrong. That was just actually quite wrong. Though I have seen, like, pictures of the 3DS version, it looks pretty much identical to this one. So it wouldn't be overly surprising if this is just, like, a port of that version. Although this version probably looks better. Doesn't run better, but it looks better, most likely. Sometimes this game runs at 60 FPS. Like, during the cutscenes, it runs at 60 frames per second. And with the cutscenes, I mean like the you got caught, oh no cutscene. That is like the only one. So, yeah, keep that in mind, I suppose. But yeah, during that, it runs at 60 FPS. So it has the potential of doing that. It just never really does when you want it to. Oh, yeah, alright, sure. That was obviously me getting hit there. I was very briefly worried I was like stuck in that box because I just couldn't move anymore. And now it put me there. Not gonna question any of this. It's just how the game works. Da 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 da. Oh, I grappled onto that one. Alright. Alright, let's just finally do this. And just actually keep going. Wait a small moment of time for my jump to go off a cooldown. So we can continue. But the person who I said should get fired, I stand behind that. You're a horrible person. B. Yay, we did things. We did it in 32 minutes. That's probably the quickest level so far because I've quite clearly just given up on everything. Good. Loading. Location, Penguin HQ, Tiki Island. Time, 1/2 something or other. Okay, boys, that's the plan. Any questions? How are we going to get there? Kowalski, bright ideas, please. The penguins captured were caught in vending machines, right? Yeah, what of it? Well, we can assume that Dave was taking all the penguins to his secret lab. Therefore, those vending machines are a direct route. There. Stop putting single words on the... If you hadn't noticed, we're on a tropical island. Where are we gonna find a dibble vending machine? What about that one over there? Good work, Private. Kowalski, what's the cost? $180 each, but we can just reach in and grab them for free, sir. Free is free, but I meant the shipping cost of what's-his-face's secret lab. The label we swiped from the airport is prepaid. We just need to wait inside the postal service and let them do the rate. Sounds like a plan. We're all in, Skipper. Okay, Sandro. Aye, sir. I gave up on that too. I'm sure that level's gonna be one video. I'm sure this level's gonna be one video as well. Watch this be the final level. Let it release us from this horrible, horrible experience forever. Please. Location, Dave's secret lab. Undisclosed location. Time, sneaky time. Mission, infiltrate Dave's secret lab using the vending machine. Cap. That doesn't sound like anything anyone would say. It looks like we've been delivered to the facility through one of the surveillance rooms. Perfect. This is gonna be like taking candy from a baby. Kowalski, check the monitors for any intel. Done, sir. What? Alright, I've checked the monitors. Boom. Done it. Geared up, boys. Time to kick some butt. Woohoo. Move out. We're gonna put an end to what's-his-face's evil plans. Hear that? We're gonna put an end to it. We're ending this. We're finishing it. What is going on here? Man, this doorway is already an incredible, technological advancement. You can just run up it and go all sorts of weird places. I feel like I don't need to open this door. I firmly believe that I can go through this without opening the door. And I'm gonna figure out how. Is this solid? Yeah, it is. See? If it's solid, it means there's a solid plan to do what I want. And doing what I want is step one to beating this game. We're gonna do everything slightly differently. Alright, we're on the thing. Waiting for the cooldown. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I've given up. Alright, we're gonna do the exciting monitor puzzle. Oh my god. I managed to do it, guys. I'm intelligent. Alright, let's just move on. Let's just keep going. Let's just go. Let's just go with the flow. Push the buttons. Still not gonna... I'm just gonna leave the cheesy dibbles here. We've been in an entire sorting facility of cheesy dibbles, and we decided not to pick any of them up. I tried to miss that one, but I failed. There's cameras there everywhere, but we're being too sneaky for the cameras to spot us at any moment in time. These are not really cameras so much as they're just spotlights, really. This is a problem. Oh god, this spotlight's actually not bad at this job. Aside from the fact that I can still just fly, but you know. That's a really bothersome situation you've put me in here, game. How am I supposed to deal with these emotions? If you're just suddenly gonna make something competent in your place of residence. Although I did sort of give up at the end there. There is a vending machine in the place where the vending... I don't understand anything anymore. I thought this was basically the place where the vending machines were all like leading to, not being delivered here as well. This confuses me in many ways, and I don't understand this game anymore. I don't believe the lore of this particular happenstance that I'm seeing right here. And I don't think this is a very realistic game anymore. This has destroyed my innocence. Let's go into pipe. Let's just go into pipe. All right. My innocence has been destroyed by a vending machine in a secret base. Still not gonna say it's a penguin because there's no way a postal service is gonna get here. How would it get here? It's a secret lab. It's never gonna get spotted by the postal service. This Dave would just see it and be like, huh, someone put a postal sticker on this vending machine. That's pointless. And that would be it because Dave's a super mastermind. And you can't outsmart Dave like that. Like, come on, guys. Have some confidence in Dave here. This is, again, a really awkward camera angle. I should just try to stick to being almost entirely seen by the cameras, because that's, like, the best place to be. Because it takes so long for the bar to actually, like... Alright, sure. Like, it takes so long for the bar to actually go all the way, like, up from that particular point. But the moment you get spotted from 0... It's so high. It's super scary that time, but then it just very slowly goes up and down. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why that is the case. And it bothers me. Like many other things. Like the fact that we've just found another one of these things. The fact that this is one of those secret bases that would be really awkward to navigate if you were actually the owner of the secret base. As is often the case with secret villainous bases. They're usually very, very impractical. Supposedly it's a security system, but it would just be really awkward to have to do this nonsense every single time you wanted to do anything. You know, just turn off the vents and then go through the doors. You can go through some more vents and doors and electricity majeebs and scary whatnots and laser fields and... Like, you could die. You could actually get seriously injured from working here. That's not safe. That's not villainous. That's just stupid. I thought villains were supposed to be smart. That's how their plan of action got started in the first place, because they planned it. But no. These villains don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, and it's making me mad. Don't know what they're doing, making me mad. Can you hear the anger in my voice? Because it's there. And, not planning on going away anytime soon. I feel like I'm going to have to put a box on this switch. Oh, man. Should have done that before. This is a really bad day, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, man. I had hope that I could just sneak in there like a sneaky penguin that I am. But no. We can't be sneaky. We have to use stupid box strategies. Because that's what we have been reduced to. We're actually going to have to push box all the way from over there to the other place, aren't we? This one inevitably turns it off as well, so that's good. This one probably does something too. Things, stuff, whatnot, hibby-jibbies. Only good things. Only good things. Alright, I have a plan. I have an idea. I have a course of action. I have a list of words that could be construed into a sentence that would therefore describe my course of action, which I'm currently doing at this particular moment in time. But due to the fact that we are playing a video game and there's a lot of visual input on screen, I don't immediately need to convey this information due to the fact that you can immediately see the particular plan of action that is currently in process. And therefore, I'm going to choose not to describe my current plan and just going to show you the ways of the world as per video game tradition. But basically, it boils down to me pushing a box onto a switch. I'm pushing it on this switch in particular because this is a door switch. And I firmly believe that if something's a door switch, it does not work. And it would appear... Wow! Well, color me wrong. Would you look... Wow. So they did fix it. They just forgot to do it in the other place. That's cool, I guess. You know, at least they tried. They had an idea. They knew what was wrong, but I guess they didn't have actually have time to fix it everywhere. So they just fixed it in some areas. Like then they were like here, and they were like, hey, let's put some rocks there, and they were like, do the rocks need to be solid? And they were like, I don't know. And that's how that rock appeared in the game. But you know, they had some plans here and there. Every now and then, they tried. Gold star for you. You tried. But God, try harder next time. You get like a C- at most for this particular effort that some people would dare to call a video game. I call it a disgrace to humanity. But then again, I get very, like, I get kind of mad when people, like, ruin penguins. I get kind of mad when there's something like this with potential and it's ruined by incompetence. Makes me sad. Now I'm standing under nothing because getting hit by that particular laser put me in a weird spot. But I'm firmly of the believingness that I can get over these lasers. But hitboxes say otherwise, I guess, so we're not gonna do that. Where are we going? I guess we're gonna swim down, then right, then up again, because this invisible wall is blocking us from doing it the other way. Do I not have a better way of swimming down? Because, God, this is slow. This is really slow. Like, why? Why is there... What is blocking me there? The answer is nothing. The answer is very clearly nothing. Maybe it's the solidness of this rock over here that is blocking me all the way over here instead. Maybe that's what's going on. That makes sense. Those words said out loud make a sentence that form into something that's like, yeah, I can believe that. That sounds like something that would happen ever. Thanks, video games. You've ruined me in so many ways. And I am slightly bemused by how bothered I am getting over this piece of nonsense that you have created, specifically for the enjoyment of Penguins of Madagascar. Right, what am I doing? I'm just pushing a box right now, and quite frankly, I don't know if it's gonna help. I don't know if there's any point. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. I made a mistake pushing that box all the way there, didn't I? Yes. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Actually, yes. I definitely did. Golly gee. Well, I hope you guys have a lot of time on your hands, because I have a reasonable amount of time right now. And, we're gonna spend that time pushing boxes. I guess they sort of probably didn't mean for me to jump over the laser and grab the box that way anyway. So at least now they sort of get the amount of box pushes out of their system that they sort of had in mind while making this. So in a way, you're welcome. I guess. I don't know, man. I just don't know anymore. Can I cheese this? I feel like this should be cheesable. This looks like it has the potential of getting destroyed. Like something like that. I jumped in it. Alright, cool. Yeah, this should work. We don't need to swim ever. Has there ever been a point where we actually had to swim? I know we did swim a couple times, but I'm not sure if it ever actually led to anything that was actually necessary. I don't actually remember. It probably is never necessary because, let's be honest, a lot of the things in this game are quite simply never necessary. So in that sense, yeah, probably not. But whatever. We got to swim for a while, we got to go through rock, and then we got to move on with our lives. So in a sense, we came out as victors. Oh no, a camera's gonna see me. Like the light's even pointing at me. But it doesn't count because I'm pushing a box. And then I jumped out of the way before it had a chance to properly see me. Because this is a video game. And video games don't have to follow the rules of logic. Don't have to follow the rules of entertainment or fun or anything really. It's a video game. It's just video game logic. Why did that camera immediately just give up the moment I let go of the box there? I don't know. I guess that's just where it happened to be looking at the time or something. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We're just gonna move on. I feel like I could have done that better, but I just couldn't figure out how. Whoosh. It bothers me that the switches actually work now. Not gonna lie. I was hoping it would just stay broken for the entirety of the game because, quite frankly, I think it was better when everything was broken. Like, by fixing it, they just put in more time I have to spend on this. And in a way, I don't think that's really good. I think that's a bad direction they went in when they made this. They tried to make me play the game more, and that was just the wrong thing to do. Obviously. But they didn't really try to make me play the game more, though. Because if they tried to make me play the game more, they'd actually put things in it for me to do. And what I'm seeing right now is the thing that I was seeing in level 1, level 2, and level 3. Because you are repeating puzzles till the end of time. And it bothers me so much when you do so. But we made it through. At least, you know, at least they fixed something. At least something worked as intended. Somewhere along the line. So in that sense, good job, guys. Maybe at least one of you has a vague sense of what's going on with their lives. But I'm gonna go with just one. Probably not more than one. I know what I have to do to solve this particular puzzle. Gonna be a lot of box pushing. Inevitably, when I push one of those two switches, it's gonna put electricity in different spots than it is now. Because that's the limit of this game. That's the limit of intelligence that this game has to offer. And if you were going into this game thinking, I need a good old brain cracker to get me started on this particular day, because it's gonna be a long one and I need to turn my brain on before you get this job down. And then you picked up, like, don't get this game for that. It doesn't work. This is the only way I can describe it. It's just not. It just isn't. It just quite clearly isn't anything. It's not a thing. This is not a thing, is basically my conclusion. I am invisible when I'm pushing a box. When I'm pushing a box, I am the box. Which, quite frankly, is probably how they made it. The moment I touch the box, I become one with it, and all physics stop. All hitboxes disappear, because only the box matters. The box is love. The box is life. Swoosh. I was really hoping that would work, but it didn't, and it bothers me. Open sesame. Push the box in the right direction. Gonna be so much fun. Wait. Oh, gosh. How am I supposed to do this? Can I don't really know. I don't actually know. You've stumped me. You have stumped me this day. Because this closes the door for where I'm from. And, oh. Apparently there's something up here as well. Apparently there's an entire switch on the other side as well. I guess we're gonna push that one then, because why not? It's there, might as well interact with it, right? This is where we have to go? I didn't even see that vent there, honestly, but I guess, this is a thing. There you go. I'm guessing we have to jump down there. That's my guess. Because if that switch basically closed the thing on one side, and now I'm gonna probably be able to open it on the other. Let's just do this, just in case. Might lead to something fun. Maybe there's a boss battle in this game. That's like the only thing I can think of that's going to be at all different from anything else we've seen in the entire game thus far. That's why we're still playing. That's the reason. That's the reason. Now the right door should open now. And it should allow me to push this box there, I think. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I mean, this is just sad. This particular thing is just sillier than everything else to me. And that's a lot of things to be compared to that are now sillier than that. Because there's a lot of silly, but pushing a box makes you invisible? I don't understand that. I don't understand how that works at all. Oh, that's what the switches do. Right, now I know. Now I know what the switches do. Now I'm more intelligent than previously. So I guess we're doing this puzzle again, because for some reason the door closed, because probably I was too far away from it and it just unloaded, is probably what happened there. And, I guess we're just gonna do the exact same puzzle again. But hey, at least we put two things on things which were apparently pointless because we have Kowalski. And they never actually bothered to measure anything. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Well done. What am I looking at here? Do I just jump? I mean, I think I can just jump, don't I? From thing to thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of neat, at least. Like, this is alright. This is kind of interesting, what you've made here. So, well done. You've made something remotely alright there. Kind of an actual jumping puzzle. With, like, lasers and death. And, like, consequences. Bad things. Villainous behavior. Because what kind of normal person would have this? No one. Most likely. Just gonna say most likely after that one. Some people might have this, but... yeah, like that was the thing. Good job, game. You briefly, very briefly, posed as a video game there. I was in midair there because of reasons. But yeah, I pushed the switch. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna jump in the hole. Because when I jump in the water, I become invisible to the naked eye. Do you know... why don't any of the underwater areas have any squids? Like, why are there no squids here? What is the reason? Out of every area in the game, you could have put a giant army of squids. I guess maybe they thought, well, they'll think that we're Mario because we're on the Wii and we have squids underwater. And Mario does that, and we wouldn't want to be compared to Mario, the video game. Because that could lead to some bad comparisons that might not accurately represent the complexity of this title. What is going on in this room? What are these squids doing? They're just walking into walls. I don't understand this game anymore. I don't think there was ever a point where I truly did understand it, honestly, but that particular room is just... I don't... who? Why? How? Why? Just particularly why is just the main question that's currently going through my mind. Through my mind hole. Because why is that? Was that? Why was that? Why is that? What is? What is? Just what is? Is that squid ever gonna move? Or is it? Alright, there you go. Good job, squid. I don't know what's up here. We're going here. Because of reasons. There might be cool things. There's a switch. When there's switches, there is witches. And I want to deal with a cool witch. Maybe this is where I have to go. I don't want to go underwater anymore because swimming down is horrendously slow. I guess we're going to be Kowalski for a while. Kowalski? Thank you. Thank you for flying upwards when I desire. Thank you for flying upwards when I don't desire, but, you know, you tried. It was a kind gesture, I suppose. And thank you for getting hit by lasers when I definitely don't want you to get hit by lasers, because getting hit by lasers is the one thing that I do not wish you to do. You are the best penguin in the game, and you should not be one of those penguins that's gonna get hit by lasers by accident, because you'll just look silly. You'll just look like any of those other penguins that thinks they can know what they're doing. But you're quite clearly the master of all the penguin doodles. But it seems that hitboxes are not in your favor today, so I guess we're just gonna wait until we can inexplicably jump down. Which will happen. There you go. Puzzles. I know how this game works. I know how this game thinks. I'm in your mind, game. I'm in your mind. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it even harder. Even faster. Even stronger. Apparently this laser turned off because, yes. Who designed this? Crazy people. Crazy people designed this entire game. It was designed by a large army of people that had no idea what they were doing. And they were like, hey, let's make a game together. And all of them simultaneously cheered, yes, and let's make it based on the Penguins of Madagascar movie. So they contacted DreamWorks Ltd, and they were like, hello, Mr. Dream. Can we please make a game based on your movie? And they were like, yes, please, because your resume is incredible. And surely you would only be able to deliver the finest quality of product based on our current franchise. And they said, yay, yay we can, because that's how they spoke in that particular meeting. And thus they went to work and created the worst piece of garbage the world had seen that week. And they were like, maybe we shouldn't have done this. Maybe we should have looked back and thought to ourselves, maybe this isn't the right course of action to take with our particular line of duty. I was again just not paying attention for a moment, and I don't know what the switch actually did. It inevitably opened a door somewhere. I just don't know where, and I'm lost, so I'm just gonna run back for a little bit. Because I don't know where the door is. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's somewhere over here, probably, actually. But I don't know where it is. Is this the door? Is this open? Does this look open to you guys? Because it doesn't look very open to me. I don't look very welcome in this particular instance. Am I gonna have to look back on the video to find out where a door is? Because I don't know where it is. I quite genuinely have no idea where progress is, because I was just completely zoned out on the game for a moment and was like, yeah, penguins, this is how they made the game. This is what went through their mind all the time. I guess I'm going up here, which I didn't even know was an option, but sure. When there's a will, there's a way, and we're gonna find a way to the will. Alright, monitors have always been successful in serving as a way out of laser death traps, so I am going to risk this for the biscuits. What? Why? So, that particular why is, why did that hit me? Why am I down here? Why am I playing this game? And why did that hit me? Because I'm pretty sure 1 and 4 of those statements were pretty reasonable questions. There is an invisible laser there that is destroying me. Or I'm just not flying far enough forwards because of the pipes. That's actually a lot more reasonable as an explanation. Don't even think about it, bucko. Yeah, I think I'm actually just not flying far enough forwards. So they actually did learn about all the... Like, they knew. They knew what was wrong with all the previous levels. And they sort of fixed it in the last one. Which I think most people would have given up at this point. Most people would have just been like, let's play a better game. But I don't want to do that. I don't like starting a project and then going, well, that wasn't very good, I guess I'll just give up. I am the kind of person that goes, starting a project, and then I'm like, oh god, this is bad. But whatever. We're in there now, and someone's gotta do it for some reason. And somehow, I'm that person. Also, in the trailer for the movie, there were like a buttload of extra characters. Aside from like Squids and Dave. And I've only really seen Squids and Dave. And I'm not really sure why. Because I feel like they could have put the other... What? He saw me while I was pushing a box. That's impossible. The game has decided previously that that was not the thing that could happen. What went wrong there? How is that squid capable of such inhuman traits that were not previously seen? I don't even care that only Dave is in the game out of the million of extra characters. That squid just changed the game entirely. He did everything to fully... He took one for the team. He was the squid that was like, actually, we can't see you, but we just want it to be over as well. That's the message that the squid just sent me. That's the message that these squids are probably being controlled by real people. There's probably people working at Penguin headquarters in Australia that have the job of pretending to be computerized squids that are currently connected to my game. That's why they're like sometimes so bad, because they're actually just away. They're just asleep. But sometimes a squid, that's why the squids can sometimes see me really expertly, and other times they're just really bad because they're actually controlled by people. Everything makes sense now, except for the one question why I'm still playing this game. Location: the bad purple dude's inner sanctum and penguin mutator, deep within his secret lab. Time to kick some octo butt. Mission: thwart Dave's nefarious plans for penguin mutation. Finally, we're here. Kowalski, can you hack through security? Piece of cake, sir. I love cake. Way to go, Kowalski. Everybody double time it. Go, go, go.
So my little flightless foes, we finally made it again.
You might as well give up now, Dale.
It's Dave. My name is Dave. By the end of this battle, you'll all be a bunch of mutated penguin freaks.
Duck and weave, boys. It looks like we got a laser show. Why is it that the bad guys always have laser beams? Put a lid on it, Kowalski. We're trying to give that slimy fish a rewire.
You can run, but you can't hide. I'll get you all, I will. You know I will. It's only a matter of time. Oh, that's a penguin. I was getting mutated by the penguin overlord beam of death. Good. The bottle penguins are getting shrunken down to size.
Which, like, slightly. That's weird. This might just work. We were just reversed to polarity. That's not a statement that really follows up on anything, but sure. There's a green button there implying that it's pressed, so alright. I can jump down there. I can also choose not to. And currently, I'm on the fence. Apparently I cannot be on the fence. So I guess, alright. Can we really, like, do they really extend the hitboxes of these things? Because I feel like they extended it. I feel like they extended it. In a way that bothers... Oh! Oh, I see how it is. They were like, hey guys, this particular jumping puzzle is pretty good. This is pretty video gamey. Let's make it again. Like, no. No. That's not how you make game. Speaking of not making games, did I mention how much I hate that one particular person who was like, let's put a cooldown on the jump mechanic. Ah. There's a lot of things about this game that bother me a little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. And all those things put together is this game. And combined, it bothers me quite a lot. actually. There's a lot of things that combined make for a horrendous experience, which I'm currently really enjoying. Because this jumping puzzle is fun. I said so myself. I'm not gonna backtrack on my words. I'm not gonna look at these electric floor hitboxes and say, I didn't really look like I got hit by that, but I guess I did. Because that's just how hitboxes work. They're questionable. Video games. We did it. Alright. Oh, we got spotted. Well, it played the sound that we got spotted, but we didn't actually get spotted, so alright then. But we are just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep having fun. And we are eventually going to be victorious. That timer actually went pretty low that time. It was like halfway there already. Alright, we're reversing the polarity, as you can see, by the fact that the laser moved. And simultaneously also turning on the air vent, because people often have those things on the same switch. Usually. He's smart. This Dave is a criminal mastermind, and he knows what he's doing. God, he's smart. There's an invisible wall above that laser fence. Isn't there? Well, I guess it's quite a visible wall. There's like a giant pipe, but
I feel like I should be able to get around that pipe personally, and I don't think this is very realistic. And it kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, why? Why is this a thing? Why?
So, let's just look back on that for a moment. Let's just for a moment look back on what just happened. In that we got hit by a thing. And then the place it decided to put us back was under a camera. And I immediately got caught. I couldn't even move there. So, that's cool. That's good. That's swell. It's peachy. It's keen. It's fantastic. And other such words which imply greatness. Because that's what I'm getting out of this. I am getting a masterpiece out of this. Everything that this game has managed to do so far has been perfect. Cannot be improved upon. Everyone should take an example of this game when doing anything in their lives and try to find some way to compare your current action to playing this particular product. It's not even a game, it's a product made by marketers. It wouldn't surprise me if this game was actually just made entirely by a marketing team, because that's just how I'm feeling right now. I feel like I'm playing a game made by marketers rather than people that design video games. And this is the result of said people, I guess. I briefly I got stuck in this fence over here, and I was a little bit worried that I was just gonna be like doomed, but oh well. So here's a cool one. When making a laser fence puzzle like this, try to have any camera angle where you can actually see the lasers. That would improve it a little bit. It would make your laser puzzle a little bit more tolerable. Kind of like we're doing right now. We're having fun. We're having so much fun right here. Slowly but surely, we're getting through the laser puzzle with barely visible lasers. Is this gonna be a laser fence? Yep.
Yep. It isn't a laser fence, but we managed to get through it. Over. We can now finally turn on this particular computer sequence over here and hack into the mainframe to start off a nuclear war against Dave. Dave is not gonna know what's gonna hit him when the laser is gonna reverse polarity and create giant penguins. That's probably something he'll never expect, because right now he's just sort of staring into space until we win. Because that's what villains do. What villains do is they wait to get defeated, because that's what a villain do. That's the kind of thing a villain has time for, because they don't have a plan. They're just sort of doing things
And then they just wait to be defeated by the heroes. That's what a villain do. Another thing that villains do is create an invisible wall roughly over here, so you can't just jump down and beat this thing instantly. Because that would be too easy. It would be too easy to do by anyone with eyes. And clearly, they don't respect people with eyes. So they're going to make it a little bit of a tricky situation for people who are gifted with the gift of sight. He's speaking to himself without actually making sound, and it's pointing to the camera at random things. This is a switch. These two switches are now red, inexplicably. I guess I just have to point it at him. I don't know what's really going on here. I'll just keep pushing these switches. That's not what I wanted, but thanks. I'm about to hit myself, so that's good. And now this one. Alright, now I just, yeah, I can hit this one, so I guess I'll go. I shouldn't have done that. I admit my mistake there. I'm very sorry that I did what I did. And, it was rectified now. What is going on with this puzzle? I don't understand. Can I hit this one now? Yes, I did it! Location, still in that Dave guy's inner sanctum. Time to bring this tentacle-sized terror down... let's try that again. Time to bring this tentacled horror down to size. Mission, destroy Dave's secret lab and end his bizarre brand of octopus terror forever.
I have you in my side, Skipper. Things are about to get freaky.
Oh yeah. You're all talking, it's time to listen. Sayonara. That switch had a delay on it.
Although the laser was pointed at me all this time, and now I'm turning into a small octopus. That's such a problem. Oh no, what's happening? No, I'm shrinking. You can't do this to me, Penguins. You're gonna pay for this. You'll have my revenge, you'll see.
Well, boys, it looked like the world's penguins are safe once again.
It feels right.
How are we gonna get back home? Well, as it turns out, the secret lab is a submarine. Kowalski, navigate.
I'll have us back home in time for dinner.
Tally-ho, boys. We did the thing.
Good. Go us. So does that mean we have one? Location, Penguin HQ, Tiki Island. Time to party.
Great job, boys. Penguin kind can once again rest safe in the knowledge that Dawn is no more.
But what if he comes back for revenge?
Not a chance, Private. Besides, if he ever tries, we'll know how to handle him.
I believe it's time to get this party started.
I hate to say it, but I think Kowalski is right. What's the final tally on our cheesy treasure?
Exactly 1,397 packets of cheesy devils.
Woo. That's totally bonkers and calls for a high one, boys.
If we're lucky, we should last about a week.
The end. Well, I'm going to say that is not the best game ever made. This might surprise you. I was pretty positive about the game overall. But I'm actually somewhat disappointed in this particular creation. For a number of reasons. I'm going to go to the credits in a second, but I'm sort of semi-curious what's going to happen to the level select if I grab that particular cheesy dibble over there. Like, I wonder if it's just going to disappear. It wouldn't overly surprise me. Yeah, the box just reappears. That's cool, I guess. That's just, you know, that's just good. Just no checks ever. Just never check anything, game. Why would you check if the level was already there when you can just make it appear again? when you could just make it appear again. It works just as well. Let's look at some credits. All right. I'm going to press credits, and I'm just going to let go of the controller. All right. So, this is Penguins of Madagascar for Wii U, and these were the people that made it. It was seemingly a family product from the look of things, but... oh, my God. This game is disgusting. This is really the only way I can fully describe this game, because oh my God, everything is wrong. Every aspect of this game has been done wrong somehow, and I don't even fully understand how you managed to do that so much. I mean, all right, so let's put a good think on this one. The modeling is okay. The music is also okay, but I still, like, I've played this game for like 4 hours, I guess, and I still can't tell if I've been listening to the same music the entire time. It's just that style of music, and it might as well have just been the same song every single level. I have honestly no idea. The gameplay, alright, so the stealth system doesn't work. It's just random whether or not you get spotted, honestly. If you jump, you can get rid of just about every aspect of scariness. If you get spotted by camera, you just jump and it doesn't matter. Private stability is useless aside from what it looks like. You get to look like a flower, and that's kind of neat, but it's useless for basically everything else. Switching between characters is a hassle because it's super slow. None of the puzzles are fun. You do the same puzzle about 1,000,000 times with Rico and Kowalski. The Simon Says thing isn't very interesting after any of them, because Simon Says hasn't been interesting since it became in existence. Since the first Simon Says was ever invented back in 1812, presumably. That's when Simon Says puzzles stopped being interesting. And then Donkey Kong 3 did them for a while, and everyone was like, yeah, this really isn't that great. And for some reason, here you are, again, with your stupid little Simon Says puzzles. And the Kowalski puzzles could have been kind of interesting if you didn't light up the thing immediately and made the thing ridiculously easy and made the timer, quite frankly, nonsense. But sure. Let's see, Skipper's ability is tedious to use due to the fact that you have to actually switch the Skipper, which again, switching between characters is awful because it's so horribly slow. Using L and R to switch characters is also horrible because switching characters like that is even slower. The jump button is A, the ability button is Y, and it's actually kind of awkward. Having it be like B and Y would have made more sense because your buttons would have, like, you wouldn't have to use the right and left button on the digital thing. A lot of the switches in the third level didn't work if you used Rico's ability to just boost past them. The doors would just stay open, which you figured out in the fourth level, but you didn't actually go back to fix it later. I got out of bounds and I had to redo the entire level. I jumped over a laser and I had to redo the entire level. The only way to get everything is to do everything in a level in one go, because the checkpoints are session-based rather than save-based. You can't load a checkpoint in the middle of a level when you do it from the level select. Everything is bad. Don't buy this game. It's trash. God. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye. Oh, and also, it's like 44 euros or something like that. It's stupidly expensive, just like that Barbie Dreamhouse Party. But the good thing about Barbie Dreamhouse Party was that it was over in an hour.